Hello and welcome to the monumental first episode of a show I'm calling High Score, where I compose video game music by theme. Hey guys, and welcome to the first episode of High Score. Today's objective is to compose music in the vein of Mario Kart, Diddy Kong Racing, F-Zero. Racing games is the theme today. Anything fun, jam-packed with excitement, and I did not write a script, and I'm suffering for that. Off camera, I recorded a bunch of tracks that I'm going to expand upon today. This is a horrible idea. This is the first one I ever made. Very simple, but fun. Okay, that one's a little much. Okay. Basically, with this chime swell, you cannot press multiple notes at once, so it'll instantly go to the next one. So I could do, or alternatively, it's a little less strain on the fingers, I guess. And you can really go crazy with it. So what can I do to that to improve that? Keep that the same in the beginning, but where are we going to go from there? I could do that. Yeah, that's funky fresh. Okay, so I've decided on my left hand. I'm going to input this, and I'm going to decide the tempo right now. Now let's work on the organ I was working on. This is going to be fun. Basically, I just want to make some improv here and clean up the recording. Oh, that could be a headache. I don't like that sound at all. Let's change that. Bebop organ? Oh, that's actually really nice. Classic rock. Well, let's just play it. This is the point of the project where it starts getting really fun. I like these organs a lot. These are fun organs. Which one sounds the best to the song, though? Maybe. Jazz. Oh, no. Can't even hear jazz. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. I just have to pick one. Ah, they're both so good. That would be great for chords. Yep. I've made my decision. Okay, 2 organs here. Heavy metal organ for chords. A melody. Grand organ. Get back to you when it's done.
couple hours now into fiddling with the grand organ. I think at this point, though, it's healthy to just step aside, take a breather. Doesn't need to be perfect. Yeah, definitely. Okay, now it's time to add bass, because I forgot to. Pro tip, here's a musical shortcut to get that bass just how you want it. Copy your heavy metal organ notes. Go over to your bass and bada bing bada boom. Exactly how you want it. I'm not lazy. I made a mistake making the project. I didn't set the tempo correctly, and now I can't make the drums the way I wanted to. But it's not going to be a problem. I just have to make drums last is all. So before the drums, it's now the perfect time for final mixing, as well as changing the instrument's sound to my liking. So I am making one change here before I add the drums. I was thinking the grand organ here was a little lonely. I want to give it a little boost, and I'm finding Arctic Noise lead. They sound great together. So in the context of the whole song, perfect. Now is the time to make any last minute adjustments to the instruments themselves and also EQ, and then drums. Please enjoy the finished track. No. Don't do that. Freaking camera. So, how was that track, guys? I had a freaking blast making that. It's fun. It's nifty. It made me happy. I hope that similar emotions can be stirred in you. Please note that there was an ending to that song, which you might not think is very common in a racing video game, because the track themes always loop. You can't expect the player to end the race at the same time. However, it's not out of the question. It's not infeasible for a song to have such an ending. I ended it with a powerful chord on the organ. Some games, if you finish an objective, will cut the music short or somehow program in a way to end on a final conclusive note. That's what I was going for. So, track 2. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time for 3 songs today, which is what I was planning. I wanted to make a title theme. Unfortunately, can't make a title theme today. I have something better though. This is the basis of another track that I made yesterday. I think it's really, really cool, and it's only a melody so far. I'm gonna rest myself. Tomorrow, starting tomorrow, we're gonna have a nice, productive day full of music. Hey guys, and welcome to day 2. That's not what I'm going to play today. Today we're going to start creating that second track I told you about. And where the heck is... Hold on. This is basically the digital note I left for myself of what the melody I came up with was. I haven't heard this in a couple days. Let's see what I made. I'm liking it. That's nice. I still remember how to play that too. That did jog my memory. So if I'm not mistaken. The chord structure of the last song was really simple, and that was on purpose, but this one I'm gonna go a little crazier, or maybe not. Yeah, okay, no, forget that. Basically that. So whereas I started with the left hand for the first racing track, I'm going to start with a melody for this one. Yes, I can hear the left hand in my head. That's like the invincibility star. I got it. I'm not sure what that is, but it's definitely a status affecting game mechanic, such as an invincibility star. Alright, just finished making the melody. I ended up making 2 parts. The first one you've already been hearing. It sounds like this completed. That leads into this. Doesn't that sound so karty? It sounds so karty to me. Maybe it's because it sounds like the 3-2-1 chime at the start of every race, which I think I'm also going to make just for funsies. It's really easy. You just pick a note, like I can do right now. You just pick a note, G. I mean, how freaking easy was that, right? I mean, super easy. Heck, I could jazz it up a little bit here. Let me try. this stand is so flimsy. I can't do that anymore. I really hope this doesn't become a, oh look, the first episode of High Score when his keyboard was still intact. Due to some crazy accident that happens in a later episode. That's funny, although not. I'm gonna work on the bass next. I made the bass very simplistic in the first track. This time, however, I'm feeling I want to have a lot of fun with the bass. Something really fun and wacky and notes all over the place, and notes that you won't see duplicated in any other instrument. So that's going to be task number 2. Bass is giving me a bit of trouble here. I'm just trying to see my scale. Okay, this is my scale. I can work with this. Well, that was kind of nice. What was that? Okay, that's nice. This is going to be really hard. Bass is more or less done. It is not exactly the image I had in my mind, but that's okay. You know, sometimes things work out like that. You can't get them exactly what you're thinking of, but you just go with something close and it works out just fine, and really it's fine in the end. So check it out. I just finished my bass notes. So what was with that weird pause? That's a cool little trick I just came up with now, and I think you're gonna like it in the finished song. Not giving it away, but that it's kind of cool. Just a little bit though. In addition, there was this 4-note little melody that I somewhat hid in the song because it's a little quieter. So I'll let you hear it out of context. That's it. It also plays at the very end of the song. Little touches that make it sound a lot richer. This is a horrible camera angle. Why did I think? It's late at night, guys. I used Logan for Racing Track 1. I don't know if he will service me well in Racing Track 2. We'll see how it fits the song. Alternative, songwriter, R&B, electronic hip-hop, and percussion. Oh, percussion drums. Those are my favorite kind of drums. Well, I'm gonna get to work. Got the drums how I like them. It's almost done. I'm almost ready to show you guys what I've been working on. I'm excited to show you. However, there is one instrument that needs some changes pretty bad. It is the analog stack synth. Take a look. So let's work on this. Get it sound. What the heck? There's only 2 buttons. Vibrato and reverb. I said reverb. I'm sure. Hold on.
Reverb.
Dang it. 2 settings. That's just weird. We'll just play with this, shall we? I like that. I like that quality before it gets too crazy. That's what I mean by too crazy, but just somewhere in between. Now this is inspired by Mario Kart. The whole reason I picked this instrument, it just reminded me of Mario Kart Wii, which was the first Mario Kart I've ever played, and I fell in love with that because it was a really fun game, and it was really the first game that I ever experienced multiplayer on a console. So that game has always stuck with me. And that chord right there, it just screams Mario Kart. I mean, I might as well press play and it goes Mario Kart. That was a dumb joke. But you know what I mean? That's when you start a race in Mario Kart. I'm sure the sound effects are not that far off. Yeah, no, I'm gonna say no to that. The real test is when it cuts out. Yeah, that sounds good. I like that amount of reverb. Bellissimo, stupendo, incredibile. Hey, it's appropriate because we get most of our music terms from Italian, don't we? In fact, in this very track, I utilize crescendo and what's it called with the arpeggio? What? Oh, arpeggio. What? Arpeggio. Arpeggio. Guys, I'm new to this. I'm lying. I did not use either crescendo or arpeggio. Those are just the ones that came to mind. I use bassimo. I'm lame. Well, that's a wrap. Please listen to my finished song. See what I was talking about now with the pause and everything cuts out except for the bass and goes do 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 and then it cuts back in with the drums and it's so awesome. You know what I mean now, guys? That I think was actually a good call on my part. I think it adds a lot to the song. Just, in like 1 second time. It happens twice, so 2 seconds time. It really adds a lot to the song. I don't know what's my favorite. They both convey such different moods. I think the first one is more like technically impressive, maybe? They're kind of equal. The second one's more lighthearted, the first one's more like kind of epic, so to speak. My camera's dying, so I can't make the outro right now. We're gonna have to wait until tomorrow. But I do have some conclusive words, so please don't leave! There's a number of reasons I decided to create this show, but let me share with you the main ones. The number one reason is that I'm just very adamant about music in general. I love creating music. I consider music, listening to music and creating music, being a musician, one of life's greatest joys. It's enthralling. The other main reason is because this show is the perfect excuse, if you will, to create digital music on a regular basis and really become familiar with my program with GarageBand and digital music production. The tracks you heard in this video are my second and third ever attempts at digital music production. So there you go, the first one's right here if you care about that. Adding bass, adding drums, EQing, all of that is entirely new to me. I had to look up a tutorial for EQing yesterday because I didn't know how to do it. I actually didn't EQ Racing Course 2 at all because I just wasn't feeling up to it. I'm also aware that there's something I'm supposed to be doing called compression. I'll look into that next episode. I just know that from here on out, the more I practice, the more episodes I produce, I'm only going to get better. There's only more room for improvement, and I just need to stick with it. Keep improving my abilities. It's something that I am aspiring to do. So if you like what I'm doing and want to support my aspirations for being a musician, for musicianship, you can do so in a number of ways. Commenting, liking, sharing with your friends. And not necessarily all of them. It's just that the way the YouTube algorithm works now. And of course there's the old standby of subscribing if you'd like to get notified of the next time I upload, which may be episode 2 of this series. Thank you very much for watching. Am I playing the release theme? Okay, that's enough of that. Well, that's a wrap. And that's a wrap.